Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or if it's the first time you have watched, then thank you very much for checking this out. I'm Lauren and I am a mum of two, and I absolutely love baby names. If you go through my channel, you will see there are quite a few other baby names videos on there. This video is a baby name tag video, and I was tagged by the lovely Sarah Jane Strum, or SJ Strum as she is on YouTube. I will link her channel below. She also loves baby names videos, so go and check her out. So basically I have a list of 15 questions which I'm going to give you my answers, all related to baby names. And at the end of this video, I would love it if you could give me some of your answers. I will put all the questions in the description box below. So if you want to check out the questions and then write your answers in the comments, or if you're a vlogger, if you want to actually film a little video, then yeah, I'd love to see it. So comment below and let me know when you've done it, and I will head over and watch it. It's always nice to meet some of you guys as well. So anyway, I'm not going to keep chatting. Let's get straight into question number 1. What are your favourite and least favourite from the top 10 baby names list? So I googled top 10 baby names list in the UK, and my favourite from that list is the name Charlie. I love the name Charlie for a boy. I think it's very cute. Also, Andrew's dad's middle name is Charles, and I have an uncle Charlie, so there's kind of a bit of a family connection there. So yeah, I really like the name Charlie. I think it's very cute for a boy, but I can also see it for when they're a bit bigger. The least favourite was hard for me because I actually like a lot of the top 10 names. I love Oliver and Noah and those sorts of names. But the one that I would probably be least likely to use as a first name is the name William, because I'd be more likely to use it as a middle name. And also my nephew, his middle name is William. So I'd probably use it as a middle name, maybe not as a first name. Then girl-wise, my favourite name is the name Ava. I think it's a beautiful name, extremely classy. And then my least favourite would be Jessica, not because I don't like the name, because I think Jessica is a lovely, lovely name, but it just reminds me of a girl that I knew when I was younger who kind of wasn't the nicest. And so I think, you know, you kind of sometimes associate names with certain people. But yeah, it's not that I don't think it's a nice name, it's just that for me, I wouldn't use it because it makes me think of that person. Number 2, if you had twins, what would their names be? So I'll start off, if I had 2 boys, I would call them Jacob and Joshua. Love both of those names. And if Sophia had been a boy, she would have been called Jacob. And I also quite like them shortened to Jake and Josh. So it could be Jacob and Joshua, or Jake and Josh. Then girl-wise, I totally love the name Kalia. I've mentioned this before on my Unique Baby Girls Names video. So I'd probably choose one of the names Kalia. And I also love the name Cassie because I just think it's very cute. So it'd probably be Kalia and Cassie. As you can tell, I like them to have the same like first letter. I don't know why, I just think with twins it's really cute. I would also, though, if I did have girl twins as well, I would really love to call them Summer and Winter, because I love both of those names for girls. But then people might be like, seriously, are you trying to be like a Kardashian or something? But I think Summer and Winter are both really nice names. I just don't think I could pull that off if I had twins. And then finally, if I had a girl and a boy, I would go, oh, I've just lost my wee list here. Oh yeah, I would go, if I had a girl and a boy, I would go for the name River for the boy, because I love that, and the name Rose for a girl, so River and Rose. Okay, question 3. If you could change your name to anything, what would it be? It would be the name Sophie, because when my mum was pregnant, she was either going to call me Lauren, which I am of course called, or Sophie, and I always really liked the name Sophie and would have been quite happy if I'd been called Sophie as well. I'm happy with Lauren, but I think Sophie's a really, really lovely name. So yeah, if I could be called anything else, it would be Sophie. Question 4. Okay, you have 4 children, any gender. Their first names all have to start with the same letter. What would their names be? Well, I have 2 girls and their names start with the same letter. So I'm going to use their names for the girls' names and then have 2 boys' names. So my girls are called Sophia, which is ironic because I was just talking about the fact that I'd be called Sophie, and I guess that slightly influenced her name being Sophia. So I've got a Sophia. Then my youngest daughter is called Sienna. So I've got Sophia and Sienna. And then if I had boys with S names, my husband really loves the name Samson. I'm not totally sure, but he's like, if we have a boy, he's being called Samson. So, and there's part of me that's like, it is quite cute, and I like Sam. So yeah, maybe Samson. What do you guys think of Samson? Let me know, would love to hear. So it'd be Samson. I for one of the boys, and the other boy would probably be Sebastian, just because there aren't loads of S names that I love. But yeah, I think Samson and Sebastian, or Sam and Seb, is quite cute. Question 5, what's your favourite animal inspired name? Don't think I'd really had any animal inspired names until I was trying to answer this question, so I googled a few, and really the only one that I really liked was the name Fox. I think Fox is quite cool, but I actually really like it for a girl. I know it's used, wasn't it Fox from the X-Files? He was the guy in it, but I quite like Fox for a girl. Don't know if I'd use it, but I do quite like it. Okay, question 6. What's your favourite colour inspired name? Well, for a girl, it would definitely have to be Scarlet, because Sienna was very nearly a Scarlet. We were sort of deciding between Sienna and Scarlet. I always preferred Sienna, but I kind of thought if she was born with a big load of dark hair, then she'd maybe look like Scarlet, you know, Scarlett O'Hara from Gone with the Wind. So I like the name Scarlet for a girl, and if it was a boy, it's the name Indigo, which I just think is an extremely cool, really, really nice name. SJ actually, who tagged me in this video, she also mentioned the name Indigo, so she loves it too. I think it's just a really, really nice name for a boy. Question 7, what are your top 3 favourite boy names? Well, my favourite boy names, I've kind of mentioned a couple of them because I really love the name River, and I love Jacob, and I love Josh, but I'll mention a few other ones so I'm not repeating myself. But they would be the names Zach or Zachary for a boy. Really, really like that name for a boy. Then Xander, I also really love for a boy because it's just something a little bit different. And then I also really like the name Theo. I think Theo's just a really lovely name for a boy. So those would be my other favourites. Apologies if I have changed position. I ran out of memory on my memory card, so I've had to take the camera off and reset everything, so I think I'm in a totally different position. But anyway, let's get into the next question. Right, question 8 then. What are my top 3 favourite girl names? They would be Elaya, which I have mentioned in my unique baby girl names video, and I love that name. I spell it with an E, E-L-A-Y-A. Then I love the name Isla. I think it's so, so pretty for a girl, although I know it is quite popular, so I know a few Islas. And the other name I love for a girl is the name Lily. It's just so pretty and so girly, and I just think it's lovely. Question 9, what is your favourite celebrity baby name? Well, I really, really love the name Monroe, and that's obviously after Marilyn Monroe, but also Mariah Carey's little girl is called Monroe, one of her twins. And yeah, I think it's a really lovely name for a girl. Boy wise, I actually quite like the name Stellan, something a bit different, after Stellan Skarsgård, the actor who was in Mamma Mia, and who I've actually met, and he was really nice. That's partly why I like the name as well, but yeah, I quite like Stellan for a boy. Right. Question 10, what's your ultimate guilty pleasure name? It's got to be, I guess, American place names. So it's my guilty pleasure names, plural, but I love names like Phoenix and Aspen, and I really love the name Brooklyn as well. Obviously the Beckhams called their eldest son Brooklyn, and I actually really, really like that as a name. I don't think I'd use it because of the Beckhams, but I do really like it. Okay, 11, what are your most hated baby names? This is a hard one because you don't want to offend anyone, but I guess that names that I personally wouldn't choose to call my children would be names kind of from like my dad's era, you know, my dad's kind of generation. He's called David, so I don't think that's a bad name at all. I'm not talking about my dad's name at all. It's names like sort of Roger or like Ronald or Nigel. I just can't imagine having a baby and being like, this is Nigel. But, you know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you have a Nigel. But yeah, it wouldn't be something I personally would choose. Okay, choose a baby name based on a food or drink. And when I first looked at this question, for some reason I initially was like, Prosecco! Not that I would ever call my child Prosecco. I think I just clearly was thinking about Prosecco. Prosecco on the brain. But no, I would not call my child that, or Chardonnay, or any of those sorts of things. But I do really like the name Honey, so I'll go more for like a food kind of orientated name. I think Honey's really cute. I also really like Olive, so I think Honey and Olive are very sweet names for girls. Okay, choose a baby name based on a month. That to me is easy because I love the name January, after January Jones. I just think it's, yeah, out of all the months, I think it's kind of the trendiest month name out there. So yeah, it would definitely be January. January, I say that probably a bit funny. January. I'm not even sure how I said. Okay, question 14. Choose a baby name from a movie. Well, girl's name has to be Belle from Beauty and the Beast. I think Belle is such a beautiful name, and it is also actually Sophia's middle name, so she is Sophia Belle. And I just think it's very, very pretty. I also love that film, so that would be my girl's choice from baby names. And for a boy, it'd probably be the name Logan. Really like the name Logan, and of course Wolverine from X-Men is called Logan, and I think actually has a film out called Logan soon, so yeah, really like that name. And finally, choose a name that is already in your family. Female wise, it would probably be the name Isabella, and that would be after my aunt who passed away a few years ago, but she was called, I knew her as Auntie Jean, but her full name was actually Anna Isabella Jean, and I just think Isabella's lovely, and that's also partly why we used Belle as Sophia's middle name as well, so I think Isabella's beautiful. And then for a boy, it would be the name Alexander, spelt with a K and an S, so Aleksander, because that is Andrew's middle name. It was his granddad's name, so it's kind of been passed down, and that's actually, well, Sienna's middle name is Alexandra. So those are all my answers. As I said, why not let me know what your answers would be? I will put the questions below so you can copy and paste them and write in your answers, or make a video with your answers. So I pretty much want to tag everyone in this video. I'm not going to tag specific people, because just anyone who's watching this, if you fancy doing it, then please do it, and let me know what your answers are, or let me know if you've done a video, and I will head over and check it out, because I love hearing what names other people would choose. Right, I'll not keep blabbering on now. I'll be back soon with another video, but until then, I hope you're all well. Take care. Bye.